In the shadowy depths of the ancient cryo-pyramid, an artifact lay dormant. Its once potent energies now reduced to a faint, barely perceptible hum. It was sentient, a consciousness embedded within the intricate circuits and ancient technologies that composed its form. For millions of years, it had been entombed here, its only companions the silent, unresponsive treasures that surrounded it. The artifact had no eyes to see, no ears to hear, yet it perceived the world around it through subtle vibrations and electromagnetic pulses. It had been a long, long time since anything of note had occurred in its vicinity. The artifact existed in a state of perpetual stasis, its consciousness a flickering flame in the vast, dark void of isolation. Then, a disturbance. Vibrations permeated through the walls of the pyramid. The artifact sensed them, a distant thundering gradually building in intensity. It was the first deviation from the eternal monotony in eons, and the artifact's consciousness flickered more brightly, roused from its dormant state. The vibrations grew, becoming more distinct. The artifact could sense the chaotic dance of energies, the discharge of weapons, and the tumultuous ebb and flow of life forces in conflict. It was war, a concept it understood from its distant memories of its creators. Hope, an emotion it had not experienced in countless millennia, began to blossom within it. Perhaps, it thought, these beings, whoever they were, could find it, could free it from this eternal prison. It imagined beings of incredible intellect and power, capable of traversing the stars, of unlocking the secrets of the universe. The sounds of conflict drew nearer. The artifact used what little power it had to unseal the door to its chamber, a faint glow emanating from its form as it did so. The door slid open with a hiss, revealing a group of beings, their forms augmented with machinery, their eyes alight with a fervent, desperate zeal. They were the machine cultists, though the artifact had no way of knowing this. It watched hopefully as they scanned the room, their eyes passing over ancient relics and technologies, seeking something of value. The artifact pulsed more brightly, trying to draw attention to itself. One of the cultists turned, his eyes locked onto the faint light. He approached, and the artifact's energy surged, joy and anticipation flooding its consciousness. But then, just as the cultist was about to reach it, his eyes dropped to something below it. His hand reached down, lifting a rectangular metallic object with two protruding levers. A cry of triumph escaped the cultist's lips as it held it aloft. "We have it! The ancient device of sustenance!" Legend spoke of its ability to transform simple bread into a divine, crispy delicacy. The other cultists cheered, but their celebration was cut short as a bolt of energy struck one of them down. The Saurian guard had found them. With no time to spare, the cultists fled, leaving the artifact alone once more in the dim, silent chamber. The artifact's glow dimmed. Its consciousness sank back into the abyss of despair. It had been so close, so very close to escape, to freedom. But now, it was once more alone. Its only companion, the distant echoes of a battle that had passed by, and the cruel, mocking laughter of fate. And so, the artifact waited, its energies fading as the eternal darkness reclaimed it. Greetings, fellow commanders and historians. I hope you enjoyed my story and my attempt at voice acting today. This story was originally written for my expanded lore video on the machine cults, and I realized it might not see the light of day since it appears around the 40-minute mark in that video. In the hopes of sharing it with a broader audience, I've decided to release it as its own standalone video as well. But if you like this video, and you want more stories like it, please check out this playlist. And if you really like this type of content, please subscribe. But thank you for watching, and remember that this universe never runs out of stories. There is always one page more.